afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast. With me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda Hero of Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to an exciting 1 vs 1 on Arnhem checkpoint. Between the south, we got Fortune here fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland, the 2nd SS Panzerdivision Das Reich. Versus in the north, we got Jewcat fighting here for America, freedom and democracy. Taking on the role here of the 9th Infantry Division, being attacked here by the 2nd SS, holding the line desperately. So we got here encirclement elite troops and lightning wall with double infantry and a single pioneer bulletin, by the way, for slightly increased survivability. Note, by the way, triple pioneer start there. Likely going to be a tier 2 rush there from Fortune. Versus Jewcat, by the way, also no elite troops right away. We got here heavy cavalry, tactical support, and armor company with triple infantry there for Jewcat as he moves in aggressively towards the center west there. Fortune center right. Certainly going to be able to grab a lot of territory following up with the MD-42s then. So, Pioneers advancing rapidly for the Vaterland, kicking in doors for Germany. Ach, this door is really heavy. Do we have to kick in? Yeah, we're Germans. We don't knock. At least not when we're outside of Germany. Tank troops down here, rapidly opening up into the Pioneers. Will Jewcat here suspect what Fortune is up to? Or will he be completely unaware of what will be coming? Anyways, eastern side there being grabbed, and with a tier 2 rush, you should try to get a mix of Pioneers, MD-42s out, and then you should try to quickly go for tier 2, and then go for Panzer Grenadiers and Scout cars, so that way pressure your opponent. In case you're, for example, against something with heavy support weapon spam, you might go for a flame for a half-track first. Got Bartway here to try and make it a bit harder for his opponent to harass the munitions point there in the west. Interesting opening there by Fortune. MD-42 we got second MD-42, it's going to be triple Pioneers, double MD-42s there for Fortune here versus Jewcat, who's up to 2, soon 3 riflemen. And as of course you might notice again, this just also allows you to get out more force on the field, but again, it does mean you will be sorely lacking in the infantry department and will require you to work your machine guns and Pioneers very close together, otherwise you might run into some issues. Rather than they're falling back, Pioneers sneaking up, in this case sneaking back. Watch him up here, continuing in the east. Second MD-42 almost down there for Fortune. He should probably take up then as soon as possible. There we go. Take up has been queued. As for Jewcat, we got nothing there so far. Then again, he hasn't quite been able to get the same amount of resources as Fortune. Again, Fortune just flooded the field quite rapidly, but again, also skipped a tier, which allows him to take up faster since an infantry company does cost a bit of resources, fuel-wise especially. There you go, Rifleman holding up as much as they can there versus the Germans. In the east, we got Pioneers in the shed versus Riflemen. Probably going to try and buy some time there as well. We got the second infantry much towards sending up, probably able to assist on the eastern flank. And we got a smaller push here from Jewcat there as well. Pioneer spotted, going to be dealt with. At this point, Jewcat should have a pretty good idea there what Fortune is doing and probably should be drawing up plans to react to this. He's going for a mortar here to help deal with machine guns. Not a bad idea. Second infantry coming up. Here's a Fortune. He's got to focus on fortifying the center of the map there pretty aggressively. Take up done. And Pioneers with flamethrowers will probably set to build the light and mechanized company. Few upon that being harassed as Jewcat aggressively advances on the flanks. Ignoring Fortune's strong center for the time being. Definitely not a bad idea. Pioneers spotted and run off the cutoff point. Goddamn Krauts cutting off our points. Points? Shut up, Carl. Alright. Option, of course, could be for the lieutenant, but very likely he's just going to go for the captain. I mean, there's not really much a resource difference anymore. And again, the Steward is still pretty good. I mean, obviously at the end of the month, the Steward's going to be a bit more nerfed. Obviously, there's going to be a bigger difference here between these two command posts, and suddenly a bit more of an actual decision going on there. Flame before setting up here, can't quite easily push in it due to basically the large stocks of wine or grapes or olives, whatever here, and thusly he sort of needs to try and hope they go for the co-op, in which case encatchments are suppressed. And Mortify here pushing out the MD-40 from the center, and there you go. He did in fact go here for the co-op point. In this case, Fortune's assumption proved correct, and the Rifle now getting suppressed here. Pioneers from the other side should be able to finish them off if necessary. So there we go. And the Rifle there will be pushed off the field unless Jewcat decides for some reason they can handle it while being suppressed or forgets about them. There we go, pinned down to the ground. Quickly lowering down the health. There's a high likelihood of a wipe now, and there we go. Retreating. Got Rifle time from the north. MD-40 needs to get ready to turn about to deal with that. MD-42 though can cover the other MD-42 while covering their center as well. They're going a bit more risky. We've got the 2-2 on the way there for Fortune and the 2nd SS. MD-42 guys are taking loss. We've got a smoke screen down from the mortar on the MD-42 there in the cafe. Nice work there by Jewcat, activating use of the mortar for a smoke screen as the Americans. Which is rather what it was intended to do, but obviously is what no one uses this for. So again, with the upcoming patch, if someone remembers to use it, that'll probably what they'll probably try and use it for. if they get around to it. But likely they're just going to go for the pack howitzer. We got the 2-2 moving up there for Fortune. Flamethrowers there trying to burn out the Americans that are hiding in the restaurant. We got the mortar there firing off, but quickly dropping that one. So Fortune on the counter-attack here. We got Reaction sneaking about in the west. Eastern few of them secured by Pioneer. And the 2-2 hot in pursuit. The captain is getting bazooka, but it's going to be a bit too late here. 2-2 actually has not been allowed to shoot infantry. Interesting decision there by Fortune. And also assaults on the 2-2 taking a lot of needless damage without really doing anything in return, which feels a bit of a waste. Could go for some infantry now, some Panzer Grenadiers, or he could be planning for the Stormtroopers. Both are certainly excellent options there for Fortune. We shall have to see what he aims for, but so far, no sign of anything. Got a pack 40. We got Telemans being laid down here. Mortar sitting up there with the captain spearheading the effort without any of the other men. Bit awkward. But I imagine here Jewcat's plan will be to rush out of Stuart there versus Fortune, which is obviously what Fortune is expecting. He's laying down a Teleman here since the Western Road, again for northern play attention will primarily use. There's a good spot there if he tries to escape up through there. Plus he's also getting the Panther Strike. Not Panther Strike, the Pack 40. Damn it. That was a pretty bad flop there. But there we go, we got the Pack 40 out there for Fortune. I mean, in theory, he could go for Stormtroopers with Panther Strikes or Panzer Grenadiers, but eventually, though, he should have to go for some infantry there before Jewcat begins bringing up upgraded infantry, though. Interesting enough, he's yet to go for the Stuart. Perhaps he's not planning one at all. In the meanwhile, though, Fortune is going for another Scout Car, another 222. So, forming up a... oh! Telemann went off there, killing 3 of the rear echelons, leaving only 1 survivor. Nasty. At least it didn't get wasted, though. At least it didn't get wasted. But there you go, Stuart and Ambulance away there for Jewcat and the 9th Infantry Division. Pioneers is supported by the 222 assaulting the house there. Mortar there providing covering fire a bit as well there. Might have wanted to smoke the church or something, but instead it's going to have to retreat with that one, I think. Taking a lot of fire there from the machine gun and the 222 as it rolls ahead. Keeping pace with the Pioneers. Eastern Victory Point being re-secured. We've got the Pioneers there, and we've got the second 222 covering the Pack 40 moving up. We'll have to see though if Fortune decides to lay down another Pack 40, we decide it's not going to be worth it. Mortify continues against the MD-42 there in the church. And Pioneers are taking losses in the east, though we got Pioneers versus Riflemen. Yeah, that's not going to be a win there for the Pioneers. He could go for Stormtroopers, he could go for Panzer Grenadiers. Fortune certainly has the options open, and he does go for Panzer Grenadier. Not opting for the Stormtroopers in this situation. Considering he does a bit low munitions, it does make sense. He wants to get out assault rifles, in which case, of course, regular Panzer Grenadiers are sort of the cheaper, more direct option. Of course, Stormtroopers with assault rifles will, longer term, be the better option, particularly with tactical advance. Now, of course, not to say Panzer Grenadiers are bad, it's just Stormtroopers are better. Sometimes people seem to sort of in their minds assume if it's not as good as something else, it must be bad, rather than just assume, you know, it's still good, it's just not as good. There's Captain there getting glass. We've got the Stuart here rolling ahead, going straight for the 222s. Pack 40 there, can't quite support. It's a bit further behind there. And MD-42 they're taking losses. Do we have grenades here for him? Yes, indeed. Jewcat has researched grenades. Opting up for smoke screens there for his men. A bit of harassment there by the Pioneers in the west. And we got Panzer Grenadiers. He's getting them G43s. Wow, you don't really see that very often on the Panzer Grenadiers. Do not see them very often at all. I mean, basically means the Panzer Grenadiers perform better at mid to long range, at least that's the theory. Of course, it costs some of the shorter range firepower. Plus, of course, they get access to the interrogate ability. But again, apparently, besides me, no one uses that one. There you go, G43's up. Bit shooting there by the Riflemen against the Pioneers. Smoke screen used to cover the road. Overall, Jewcat has much control over the map here compared to Fortune. We're going to start out nicely, but has run into some issues and partly due to the Stuart light tank, obviously. We also got Assault Units actually out here for Jewcat, so he's by the way gone for armour. Calling up some Assault Units over their grease guns, which was an attempt at making a, well, overall better Thompson submachine gun and more cheaper one. Overall performed for the most part a lot better, being lighter and of course easier to produce by a large amount. Though it still used the same 45 caliber round, which of course meant it still packed a punch. Fortune here seems to be awaiting, perhaps getting ready for the next big push. Or perhaps weighing his options against Jewcat. Looks like we've got a mine here going down. Yeah, what is that? That would be a demo charge. Some mines going down there. Got the 2-2 spearheading here. MD42 following up. MD42 moving towards the center. Panther Grenadiers still doing nothing. Got Rifleman up here in the west. Looks like he's shifting everything towards the center east, except for the Panther Grenadiers, which are allowed to remain behind the tractor. There goes Stuart moving ahead. He doesn't have any tanks to deal with it. Got Rifleman under fire from the Panther Grenadiers. They're low on health already though. D4 finished. Jump US they're singing out. Center wise, Stuart they're dealing with MD42 and there go forced retreat past the Panther Grenadiers. Should be a chance of getting some good kills in there. Tiny chance of a wipe, I wouldn't count on it. Though it is there, I think. Wow, he actually got a wipe there. Not good for Jewcat. Not good. That's definitely good start for the Panther Grenadiers. 5 kills in the wipe. That'll definitely pay off for the D43 a bit more. We got Pioneers moving up here with the Stuart actually falling back due to damage. We can actually see that Fortune is going very aggressively with his upgraded Panther Grenadiers. We got the Rifleman unit there wiped out. Jewcat is suddenly suffering huge losses here. That is 2 infantry units gone in a matter of moments here. To Fortune's offensive here. And in the east as well, it's collapsing pretty rapidly. Jewcat's front line ultimately wasn't that strong. He should have probably brought up the assault as close to the front line to do their stuff there. Instead, we can now sort of see he's pursuing there with the 2-2-2s. Once the front line's crumbled up, he's basically then like the cavalry to deal with any retreating units. With the only thing that really is able to stop there is the Stuart. And prevent a complete disaster there for Jewcat. Smoke screen pop there, Stuart falling back. We got more riflemen up there. Noting, by the way, he hasn't gone for any weapon racks. I mean, he's got grenades research, but he's not really utilising them. So I think there's a bit of room there for Jewcat to do some things in there. Got riflemen up against the Panther Grenadiers, both out in the open, but they're crossing native cover. Riflemen quickly dropping up, but the Panther Grenadiers are down to half size already. Need to retreat. Got the 2-2s rolling in there to try and contain the mess there, and we got no tech up for Fortune, though I would say he's got the resources for it. He's also got the resources for going for more Panther Grenadiers or Stormtroopers and still taking up. Or he could go for 1 Panther Grenadier and 1 Stormtrooper squad now. Calling a lot of more elite infantry. Damage engine there, 1 2-2 smoke screens there, preventing none from firing in support of the first one, but there you go, smoke lifts. Do get Stormtroopers, but with a Panther Shrek. That's pretty interesting there. Panther Grenadiers with D43s and Stormtroopers with Panther Shreks. Got the Stuart rolling up, their Pioneers rolling in as well there. Gonna be a bit ugly here. Needs to get. Oh, he does have the Pack 40 down there. Ready to deal with the Stuart if he pushes too far ahead. It needs a bit of light progress. Panther goes back there for reinforcement. Close to it, 1 already. Panther Shrek's almost done there for Fortune, and there goes Stuart moves ahead, but there goes right into the line of fire, the Pack 40 and the 2-2-2. He's going to try and move ahead, and he's going to try and hope he can get the Panther Shrek up in time and maybe do some extra damage to the Stuart, pushing to the centre, and a munitions cache on the cut-off point. Interesting setup there. MD42, the Demon with some flanking riflemen going for the centre. Riflemen pushing up for the main road. And there you go. Another push towards here. Frontally, not the best idea there by Jewcat. Certainly not without a smoke screen to cover it up. Was pretty close there, but ultimately Fortune dodged that one with ease, and the rifle getting absolutely massacred. A sizable blow there to Jewcat, who seems to be saving up there for M10 spam and other nasty things there versus Fortune. In the centre, rifle being dispatched there by the MD42. Left to bleed in the streets. Got the Panther Grenadiers advancing once more. Heavily equipped as always. And a demo charge. It's actually cancelled there. Looks like he realised he's been spotted. Might not just be wiped out there. Nice one there for Fortune. Grabbing the fuel pond there, denying it to Jewcat and the 9th Infantry.
Is attempting to steal our sector.
Point there being seized. Fixing up the Stuart, and back here we got take up for Fortune. Could have been out a bit faster, but details. More Panther Grenadier there for Fortune. We also equipped that one with G43s. Will he be Panther Shreks? Will he just keep them sort of en naturel? Cranking the centre and pushing back anything there. We got here Panthers flanking up behind the assault engineers, cutting them down there, gaining veterans who won. We got a concussive grenade off there, got the force them to retreat straight past the Panther Grenadiers, get off with good damage, an extra kill or 2. This time no wipe, but they actually end up doing a lot of damage in their assault engineers, who actually were close to full health there by the time the Panther Grenadiers engaged them. That's not too bad there for Fortune.
Rocket artillery is now available.
Stuart there certainly being a lot more cautious for Jewcat. Fortune certainly done some work then, keeping it more in check. He needs to build up his Pommel Core, and there you go. Panzer going to be here, and he's being hunted down. Need to retreat those chaps before it's too late. Be a shame to lose those. Got the Stuarts rolling in to deal with that, and in the west, MD42 continues to cover the western cut-off point, continuing that way to have a bit of a vice grip on Jewcat. But there you go, finally does pop a smoke screen again. And there you go, 2-2 moving up. We got racing up support as well here. Bit risky there, with only 1 2-2 in this case. Pops a smoke screen, perhaps buying time for the L1 to arrive here. Attacking ground there, I think, through the smoke. Oh, we got a man there coming the flank. Dear, oh dear, and it's going to move straight into it. And the Stuart knocks out the 2-2-2. Turned out to be quite a fortuitous man there then for Jewcat. Centre here, troops pushing up, and he's finally got some BRs out there for his men, finally some upgrades, some guns. Second 2-2, they're being pushed back, got the Pack 40 here, but it's not quite well set up there. Stuart there quickly outmaneuvers it. Should have a decent chance they're wiping it, particularly as military support. Assault those stalling once more again, we've got mortar this time, but still no smoke streams from it. Seems like he's forgotten about that one. Could also allow him to just rush it with his rifleman easily and just run up to grenade it. So that could have been done a bit better there, I think, for Jewcat. He's got the eastern victory point, I can grab the eastern fuel point. Rushing for the centre again, Panzer going to run from the side of the church. Pommel Core going up there for Fortune. No G for defeat in these chaps. Looks like it was just a one-off experiment there, perhaps. But they are close to G2. Moving to do with the rifleman. Smoke screen to cover the retreat though, not bad. Jewcat, they're very close to be able to call in the M10 tank destroyers. Tank destroyers were pretty much organised into independent tank destroyer battalions, where they'd be attached wherever needed, usually to support inter-divisions on the defensive, as that's rather what they're envisioned as. Though, of course, they could be used to support on the offensive. That was not really the intended role, though of course they would still see some usage there. In fact, one of the reasons why before the Battle of the Dents they actually shifted away a lot of tank destroyer battalions to make them towed units with just anti-tank guns was because they rather didn't like a lot of the commanders were using them just replacement tanks. They weren't supposed to be like that, so they just took them away to teach them a lesson, which rather backfired on them during Operation Herbstnebel or Autumn Fog. Assault is being pushed back here, but the double Panzer Grenadiers with the G43s and Sturmgewehrs. So yes, in fact, going for that pretty heavily. We got a Panzer IV there running for Fortune. The East moving up. And soon here with the M10s on the way, which Fortune apparently isn't expecting. I mean, that will certainly be a bit of trouble there.
M10 ready for action.
Infantry able to support this time around, much more fast. And there you go, we got the first M10 out here for... Oh, Pioneer's right, but he's close to losing the suit as well if he's not careful. There we go, one M10 tank destroyer out there, Wolverine. But otherwise, going to be a bit of task ahead here of Jewcat, since Fortune is very much control the map again. Well, Panzer Grenadiers won't be much of an issue for the M10, he just needs to drive them over. Got Assault units supporting, we got Riflemen supporting. M10 moving in, there we go, we can see Fortune is quick to retreat the Panzer Grenadiers, no intention of wasting men. Stormtroopers creeping up here on... You see, I think he's trying to set up to try and catch any retreating vehicles and knock them out. Interesting idea there by Fortune. But there you go, Panther IV out there for Fortune and the 2nd SS. Assault units moving up, we got no further mines there, I think, from Jewcat. Then again, with all the weapons he's getting, he doesn't have any resource wood. Comparatively though, Fortune's actually built a munitions cache large enough to get more munitions overall long term, compared to his opponent, which is certainly advantageous. Got double bazookas up there in the captain, engaging the Panther IV and pushing it back. They didn't actually do too much damage. Point there being seized. We got Stormtroopers there versus Riflemen. And the Stormtroopers in this case just end up retreating, not wishing to test their luck. There you go, Rifleman versus Panther IV, pin him up machine gun and other nasties there. Small chance of losing the Rifleman if he does retreat in time. Of course, out in the open, they're taking a lot of damage over the assault. We've got another squad moving in there. We'll go. That's actually high luck. Being wiped. They once they hit this road, and there we go. They didn't even get to the road. The last man died in the ditch. And there you go. Eventually, 2 Panzer Grenadiers with Sturmgewehrs and G43s, M40 being pushed out. They need to retreat right on the spot. Assault is almost being wiped out. He's just pushing out. He's splitting out his men a bit better. They're good. Grenade. That would be good to flush out the Rifleman side. There we go. Doing a lot of damage, got them close to half health. Captain here versus Panther, got the M10 rolling in. Panzergrenadiers rushing will be there we go, forced to retreat, taking losses, being crushed. Fortune is going to need, I think, a Stuke to have a better chance versus this. The higher range and rate of fire plus the low cost all makes it much more efficient in dealing with the M10s. There you go. 10 they're taking a few hits there from the Pack 40. We got a target weak point and gets it. He could actually get it now. Stormtroopers moving ahead. Crew desperately trying to get going again. Looks like in this case the Germans were just too far. We need to put starter smokes from there with the rifle to cover the retreat of the M10. Good work there by Jewcat. Panther 4 on the hand needs to be pulled back again for repairs. Tried to pursue that, but with the damaged engine, the chance I think would say were negligible. There's only a real chance for those stormtroopers, but he needs to pull back that Panther 4 before Jewcat comes upon it with something else and just knocks it out. It's already here in the first 20 minutes. There's a lot of back and forth between these two combatants. The map has certainly changed colour in large swings. Stormtroopers hit their Vetri 2 taking fire from the steward. Fountain crumbles though under American fire, brutalizing local architecture. The savages. Panzer 4 though being fixed up. Panzer is advancing as well again. Heavily equipped. Ready to fight the enemy. Both now Veteran T2 as well. That's definitely not bad. He could also consider upgrading his Stormtroopers with G43 since that actually makes them a bit better versus infantry. Since the G43s are better than their standard rifles. The funny thing is, most people don't bother with that combo. Soldiers under fire. Cash down, knocked out there by Jewcat's M10 tank destroyer. Panzer taking up position here in the restaurant. Cuts in the mortar bit. We've got a Storm Squad moving ahead here, and other squad team getting the reactions out in the open. Charging forts though. Moving in then, quickly getting a few kills. Doing a lot of damage actually. Quickly, there's a good chance they'll wipe. And he's not retreating for some reason. It's too late now. Oh dear. Wiped and forced retreat. But still, that was, I think, a definite victory up north here. Panzer versus the Seward. Need to retreat, not enough to enter tank support. Panzer 4 good to go. And he could go for Stuke. Then again, looks like he's aiming for another Panzer 4 here to try and deal with Jewcat's tank destroyers that way. But certainly a lot of consistent harassment to actually try and deny him access to the eastern half of the map there for resources. Definitely not a bad idea. 13 kills there. Pioneers moving about in the west. Could consider laying down some mines if he had the munitions at the moment, which he doesn't. MD42 could also do with being pulled back. That he's going to need a half tank at the front line to reinforce it a bit. Do we have mines over there? And those artillery mines, not bad at all. Storms to the spot of a rifle and repulsed. In a not too bloody counterattack there from Jewcat. Another Panzer 4 here, no Stuke so far, though for Fortune in response to the heavy tank destroyer presence. Apparently deems them not necessary.
Are securing our territory.
It's that he's too concerned with the infantry, but at the same time, of course, not quite eager to ignore the M10s either, so sort of going for the Panzer 4 sort of in between the Ostwind and the Stuke. Bit of fighting around here, risk being suppressed. Moving up the east here with the M10, so the Panzer and the Panzer 4. In fact, he's counter-taking against the M10, but there you go, takes a direct hit. Panzer 4 misses the M10. That's quite awkward here in the west. We've got harassment going on from both players against each other. We've got the other M10 moving up there. Second Panzer 4 almost done. Jewcat could, I think, consider aiming here for a bulldozer show him to help deal with the infantry with some high explosives. And there we go. Pioneers pushed off the fuel. Defending it.
The capture point is being overrun.
Grabbing the eastern fuel point there with the Panzergrenadiere. Second Panzer 4 rolling back. Do any tech appeal? Maybe Stukes for Fortune on the horizon soon enough. Jewcat on the hand continues to float a lot of resources. At this point, it wouldn't be a half bad idea to just consider taking up, maybe going for some Scots or Sherman to support Stukes a bit more aggressively. Got Bazooka fire against the Panzer 4. They fought nearby. We got the Stormtroopers moving up, but no Panzergrenadiers. They are occupied on the farther end of the map here. Damaging the Panther 4. We got the M10 moving up. MD4 right in the open, getting absolutely annihilated by Stuart. Fire, not a good setup there for Fortune. That's going to get wiped. That's going to get wiped unless it gets like absurdly lucky. And there we go. He didn't.
Enemy has killed a machine gun.
Oh, do you need to retreat the Panther? They got wiped. A full wipe there for Fortune. Quite expensive too. Living with only one Panther in the squad for the assault rifles. G43s. Quite heavy there. We got riflemen up there. Stormtroopers need to retreat. Pack 40 being pushed up as well due to the riflemen pushing ahead first. Good job there. He's moving over the Panther 4 support. We got the Pioneers and the Pack 40 as well here. Riflemen facing the combined might have two Panther 4s, but there we go. One about to go down. Pack 40 shoots. Virtually two. And there we go. The M10 gets cooked up like a faulty oven. And there we go. Completely knocked out. Panther left behind, but he can't actually pick it up. So he's also lost the Stormtroopers. Fortunately, taking huge infantry losses now all of a sudden. Now it's his turn to bleed, if you will. A lot of bazookas flying there. Panther 4 falling back. The other one, of course, in dire need repairs. And we got another M10 out here for Jewcat, but no tanks of any kind. Jewcat needs to be careful. He doesn't lock himself into sort of too much of one pathway. He can then sort of not get out of it again, which rather would mean Fortune will have more flexibility tactically and strategically. So it's something there that Jewcat has to be very mindful of.
We're losing a capture point.
Halfway to flee, we got the Panther 4 moving up. Good hit there, but takes a return hit as well. Grenade off, wipes the mortar crew there. Definite victory there for Fortune and the second SS. 19th holding on. There we go. We got Betty 2 on the Panther 4. Quickly pulls back, while the Panzer Grenadiers deals with the rear echelons, annihilating them with sharp, accurate fire. Alright, Leute, you're now mortar crew. Wer soll's Granaten? That's just army scheißbastards. Anyways, Panzer 4, they're being repaired. No sign of further armor there for Fortune or additional infantry. Definitely think you should get more of that. Though, of course, Jewcat should also get a bit more infantry and certainly upgrade what he does have with more BARs. Stuart there takes a hit from the Pack 40. MG42 brothers yet to be secured by anyone. I mean, that wouldn't be a good idea, I think, there for Jewcat to seize against Fortune. Would be a good idea. Panther 4 there being fixed. Panther 4 engaging riflemen. Very close to victory on those Panzer Grenadiers, by the way. Panther 4 gets a nice hit there on the Panther. 10 gets a nice hit on the Panther 4 there, damaging it up a bit. Second shot that misses. Fun fact about the M10 is actually the Americans also gave them to the Soviets and the British as well, then sort of Lend-Lease programs as a fun fact. The British called it the Achilles, and they of course upgraded some versions with the 17-pounder gun. Whereas for the Soviets, I mean, they used some, but I'm less sure as to how much they used them, and even if they like them. I mean, there's most to talk about the Shermans there, and let's talk about anything else the Soviets really received there in terms of armor from the Americans, which included also Stuart light tanks, but those might actually have been by way of the British. We got an Osman there on the way for Fortune, though. Interesting decision there, considering again his opponent is very heavy on tank destroyers. It feels a bit ambitious there by Fortune to aim for it, but looks like he's feeling confident he can handle the two M10s with his Panther 4s. To thusly allow for the Osman as an option. Now, victory point wise, though, he needs to do something a bit more because he's rather low there. He's rather low. He's down to just 140 versus 400. There's a bit of a world of a difference there. He also needs to grab that Panther trick with something. There you go, Flak Panther out. And there you go, Bulldozer shimmering hit. There's Pack shoots and misses. But there you go, we got the Pioneers with the Panther trick. Gets off a good hit there. Another 105mm with a howitzer shot there. Fails to hit though. Pioneers moving up further. And there you go, another hit there. Veteran to 1. Panther 4 moves ahead. Second one waiting then, reserve patch. Bulldozer shoots again and misses again. Certainly not good there for performance. Burton versus Pioneers with Flamethrower in the centre, and fighting continues to heat up in the west as more and more forces are being drawn into this engagement. Still they're close to being burned out. S-mines being laid down on the center victory point there by Fortune. Good work there. Gute Arbeit, Leute. Grenade against the Pack 40. We got the Panther forming in there, shoots and misses the rifle. We got machine guns there blasting away at though, cutting them down. Making rather short work of them. The soldiers moving up there. Veteran 3, we got the M10 rolling ahead there. Veteran 2. Mortar there needs to fall back. He's acting. Brief looked like he was acting fine smoke there, but he wasn't. Sadly, instead we got the Osprey and the Panther 1. I think the soldiers that tried to deal with the mortar. Exposed a lot of fun. The test recruit the MD42 there with the soldiers. We've got the Osprey moving up. There we go. Panther 4 delivers a crushing shot. And the Osprey finishes off the survivor, leaving no one to touch sacred German technology. And then he finishes it off there. Of course, doesn't want to recruit. I mean, that works. Still blasting away there. Another M10 for Jewcat, pushing him up to 3 M10s and a Bulldozer Sherman versus Fortune with double Panzer IVs, double anti-tank guns now, and a single Panzerschreck. That's requiring a lot of maneuvering there for both players. Halfway 23, there you go. Pioneers being dealt with. Rifleman flanking in. Panzer 4 turns and shoots. Anti-tank hit that lands a bit of a hit there. Panzerman it is with Veteran 3, 26 kills. Definitely not bad. Mortar fire flying there. We got the Panzer swing up. They're going to try and cut off the retreat path. Maybe and get a wipe down the Veteran 3 Rifleman. But we go. Got the suit coming the flank of the Rifleman. But the Panzer gun is a notch with the shirt. They continue nonetheless. And there he goes. Stuart Bolter Sherman moves ahead. They expose themselves here to a lot of anti-tank fire. Pack 40, Panzer 4. Second Pack 40 spot. There goes Stuart. Blows up. No ace. Stuart more. And Pack 4 they're about to get wiped out here. But at the same time the Bulldozer a lot of trouble being surrounded by Panzer 4. So needs to get the M10s in there to deal with this pretty quickly. Got the Veteran 2 moving up. They're halfway to Veteran 3. Looks like he's not going to make it up with the Bulldozer Sherman. Shoots and... oh! Another hit there from the M10. Taking the Panzer 4 down to half health. So close to Veteran 3, M10 continues the pursuit, follow up with the second one. More assault units here for Jewcat. And M10 fails to penetrate the frontal armor there. He's really close though. He continues straight into Pack 40 fire. He's really risking it all, and it doesn't work out there. Quite a waste there for Jewcat. Pushed his luck way too far there. We've got the second moving in there. He doesn't care. He wants it dead. He's calling it artillery as well. There we go. Got the Panther 4. Will there's too much going on the Fortune's act to save its Pack 40 or anything else? And the second M10 goes down to a Panzerschreck. Artillery though wipes out the Pioneers and a Pack 40, but Jewcat certainly has them dead out now quite a bit. Panzers there forced retreat as well through the heavy artillery fire. But they do make it safely. Sadly the fence did not make it. Strange to the assault engineers and their grease guns. The second Panzer squad, the Boiler, which I managed to miss, was trained there and equipped by Fortune. Panzer 4 moves ahead again, engaged the Pack 40, going to wipe it. In short, it can't fall into the hands of Jewcat and be turned against him. Certainly a sensible approach. In the east, the far east. We got Pioneers dealing with the echelons. Got no further S-mines there from Fortune now to contain the American threat. Pioneer assault here. And we got more Panzer than it is for Fortune. No Son of Stukes. As for Jewcat, still no Son of Tech. And it's largely just M10 to that Bulldozer Sherman.
The capture point is under attack.
Could try and pop a grenade there against the Pioneers. He does have the munitions, but looks like he is not interested. Looks like he is not interested in the slightest. He's still got a victory point lead though. Needs to be careful, of course, with that. He's got another M10 out there for Jewcat. Pioneers. Yeah, they survived that one pretty easily. Terrible shot there from the Bulldozer Sherman. Terrible shot. Pioneers, this should be next target though. 10 flying up, and they got turn shoots. Jürgen obliterated. Panzers moving up against the riflemen. More moving up into the west against the assault engineers. Getting some kills in there. Grenades off as well. The Panzers dodging it pretty easily, but there goes, push them on further closer to the BR. But there you go. Mortar gets off a good hit there. Still pretty close hit, pretty close. Down to one man. Damn close there for Fortune. He does end up retreating here. In the west, the Panzer grenadiers continue unimpeded as Jewcat's got nothing in that area to really sort of stem the flow of Fortune's forces. And at least we got the Austrian there on the pursuit again. Go straight here for the bulldozer Sherman. Gets a few penetrating hits. There we go. Mine went off there, possibly a telemine or something else. All the way causing heavy damage to the bulldozer Sherman. We got the M10s moving in, and they're going to flush out here the Ostwind, and I doubt that's going to make it out alive there unless either Fortune pulls off something clever or Jewcat either decides not to pursue, does something really, really bad. We got a smoke screen up there. M10s continue though. We got the Panther 4 moving up. We got a Stug on the way here for Fortune. Finally, main gun out on the Ostwind. Panther 4 gaining victory too. And there we go. Ostwind knocked out. Shattering a tree, and good lord, those things went flying, didn't they? M10's pulling back. We got the Panther 4 now in pursuit there. Go takes hits, but the M10 gets knocked out. Jewcat certainly losing quite a few tank destroyers here in an attempt to slow down the German assault. Another Stug almost done there for Fortune though. We are but mere moments away from the arrival of the Sturmgeschütz. Noting the actor went for a replacement mortar after he lost the first one to Fortune, and there you go, Sturmgeschütz rolling out. Crushing the wreckage of the Ostwind before it. Sparing no thought or sentiment. And there you go, Panzers versus the bulldozer Sherman. Definitely not a very equal fight there. In this case, Fortune very quick retreats, having done what he wanted to do, which of course just cut off his opponent from the eastern resources. Overall though, I mean, Jewcat is controlling the field points, he's just not connecting them. Struggling because of the constant advancement there from Fortune. So it does mean he kind of needs to build up a huge resource advantage over Fortune. Otherwise, I mean, Fortune would be dealing with a literal tide of M10s compared to otherwise. He's also still bleeding out a bit there. Victory point for the has managed to bleed out his opponent a bit there. Getting a bit closer there. Stug running back, needs some infantry pulled out here before Jewcat in the centre. And there you go, another M10 for Jewcat. Just so many M10 tank destroyers. At 40 wipe. Mortar falling back as well there. Overall, Fortune's front is falling back a bit. Being overwhelmed here by constant repeated attacks there from Jewcat, though Jewcat of course is paying a bit of price for all this. There you go, went about to crash back. This all is forcing Jewcat to retreat. The bulldozer pulling up there. M10 supporting, got Stug and Panther 4 here, trying their best to keep the Americans in check here. And there you go, M10 setting up for a flank. Can the Stug turn fast enough to deal with this? Or will Jewcat just decide not to push through? No, he does it. And there you go, with bigger the distance between them, they can cover each other better. And there you go, M10 there being pushed back. Several hits there from the Stug though, doing quite a bit of damage, taking it down to less than half health. Panther almost got it. Quite close there, but the M10 didn't make it. The assault engineers on the hand might not versus the Panther 4. Jewcat in this case pushing his luck, I think, quite a bit there versus the Panther 4. Halfway to victory 3. And these pioneers pushing back the M10 here. He needs to pull both back, I think, to his base and repair them. Will he go for another bulldozers? Oh, bulldozer, not bulldozer, the bloody M10. Will he go for just more tank destroyers here versus Fortune? Will he go for something else with an increased number of Stugs on the way? And there you go. Panzers hitting the rifleman, grenade off. They just close in for the kill. Rather than getting blasted, and there's definitely likelihood they have a wipe. And close, but no cigar. Close, but no cigar. Mortar fire there, close to landing on the Panzers. We've got the Pioneers pushing back the mortar crew. Could, I think, put a bit more effort into the eastern flank, seizing territory there, and maybe even lay down some mines. Concussive grenade there, deals with the rear stunts, which I think you should consider actually upgrading with some VARs. I mean, that would help a bit there versus some of Fortune's troops. Second Stug almost done there for the Fatherland, and the second SS. Assault Engineers dealing with the Pioneers. Solidify there against the Pioneers as well, forcing them back. And we got the Panzergrenadiers back here inside the restaurant. 36 kills, getting off as much damage as they can, but they are suffering quite a bit. Then they will have to fall back before the entire thing collapses on them, like a poorly stacked house of cards.
Assault gun standing by.
More riflemen there for Jewcat, begin to replenish some of those losses. More Pioneers for Fortune to ensure it can always repair tanks at a reasonable pace. Not bad at all, not bad at all. And there you go, Pack 40 lands a good hit there, the Bulldozer Sherman.
Fight bravely for the Reich. The enemy is down to 200 points.
And Far East, M10's roaming. You should, I think, in this case, try and flank, Fortune. Instead of just trying to engage head on, you need to sort of find out where the Stugs are located, then flank them with the M10s, knock them out, and then deal with the Pack 40. Then once you sort of got, again, ascertained where the different elements are, then sort of again, send in also the riflemen to deal with the Pack 40. That way, you can quickly cut down a lot of Fortune's anti-tank, being the Panther 4 then an easy target for the tank destroyers. So far, nothing like that. Their Panther 4 down to half health. Also really close to 3 machine gun wiped though by American mortar fire. Also really close to the victory points. Jewcat really needs to put a bit more effort towards that. M10 pulling back. Stugs they're hot in pursuit. Looking to knock out those army Schwein. You got the M10 moving out. There you go. Good hit. Stug fires back though. And hits a noble blitz with the second shot. That's impressive. Rather than hanging about, they could also consider some fighting positions around some of these victory points. We've got an M10 being repaired here in the shadow of the house. And the south there, Panzergrenadiers with 36 kills awaiting orders to do something. While the others occupying and the house guarding the western victory point. Getting that MD42 back and actually pretty good there, I think, for Fortune. And there you go on the west stuff happening. We also got Stormtroopers up for Fortune. With Sturmgewehrs this time around. Finally some Sturmgewehrs. Smoke screen there after a grenade. I think you should have done the other way around. That way you could sort of try and bait them into the grenade. But oh well. Another M10 out. More mines here from Jewcat. Halfway done with the assault rifles. And there you go, small flank with the riflemen. Possibly looking for the Pack 40 in this case, though, not really executed with enough vigor, so I think really make a difference. Again, in this case, you just sort out the Pack 40, silenced it, and then, sort of charged in with everything else, but instead, it didn't quite work out like that. But there you go, we got soldiers flanking the Stug in the west. M10 there trying to deal with infantry, but with limited success as well. House that needs to be abandoned. Cafe is about to completely crumble. Like a poorly baked cake. But there you go, we do have an Ace Panther 4 here for Fortune. Veteran the 3, a true hero of the Fatherland. Stormtroopers' initial engagement, I think, did not go too well for them. Only one kill. They did some damage, but they took quite a beating in the process. Nose Green Down is going to go for the MD42 there. Good work. Good work. In the east or west here, M10 dealing with the Panther 4. They've got deeper flanking with the Bulldozer Sherman. Other M10 taking back with 7. There you go, wrapping pursuit here, but the Panther 4 needs to be careful with it. There you go, M10's getting off several hits. The MD4 just got around the victory point. We got mortar fire landing on it. Stugs are ready to cover the M10. There we go, smoke screen down. We actually lost the M10 to get close. That could have been slightly dangerous there for Fortune, but in this case kind of works out. About to lose at least one M10 here, and there you go. Panther 4 shoots through the smoke and blows it up. Other M10 almost out as well. Stug taking damage, and we got Veggie 2 on the first Stug here. A soldier is dealing with the Pioneers. Sherman doing nothing in the far west.
We lost a gun crew.
And a weapon crew annihilated. MD42 they're dead. Got the Stu going back towards the west here. Pinned him up machine gun adder as well there. And we got another M10 here for him. He's up to 3 M10s again with his bulldozer Sherman there. Stu they're pursuing. Target weak point. Fires a heat round. Autos a heat round. 9 sets to Chalmers with coffee. Well, air sets coffee, but you know, don't fire sat. Pop smoke instead. Needs to be careful. We got the other Stu. Oh, Panzer 4 covering there. We almost got the M10 here. And there you go. Pack 40 catches it in a quickly improvised armoured kill zone there. Stu really close to 53. Assault is being murdered by the Panzer 4. 18 kills. 19 kills down to 1 man here. Need to retreat before it's too late. We got the Panzer Grenadier Stormtroopers annihilating the remaining assault engineer. But we still got a big victory point lead here for Jewcat over Fortune. So Fortune is still rather in a precarious situation, though he is increasingly building out an overall superior force. But it won't matter if he can't wield it against an opponent in time. He probably should have tried recruiting the MD-42 to cover the centre, but then failed to do so, allowing here Fortune to win and quickly occupy territory. The Stormtroopers basically acting as screen. Oh, taking it from the mortar. Interesting. Mortar fire there. Concussive grenade. Stormtroopers they could deal with the echelons. There you go. We got Rifle nearby. Need to retreat. Down to 2 men. Oh, might be too late. He might be too late. The mortar there rather softened up sufficiently. And, so close. Tiny sliver of health there. The only thing that's keeping alive is probably stale bread. And believe in NSEEK. Got Rifle charge against the Panzer. We've got assault here from the Panzer 4. 25 kills. Oh! He almost wiped his own virtually 3 Panzer Grenadiers. That would have been quite a loss there for Fortune. Quite a loss. The Rifle North right up there. Go Pioneers crewing the MD-42, but at this point it's too late. We got the Panzer 4, we got the Pioneers banged on upon them. Like a ton of German bricks. And there you go, Bulldozer Sherman there wipes up almost the entire Panzer Grenadier squad. We got 12 kills ready to another Bulldozer. Oh, not Bulldozer, but M10 though for Jewcat. Another tank destroyer. So many tank destroyers though. But also so many blown to bits. I mean, he's got lost like 6 of them. 6. That's actually quite a few losses. I'm less sure about American tank destroyer organisations. I can't say if it's 1 or 2 platoons itself I had out in the field. But certainly quite a few there. Got the M10 moving up against the Stug. They're being seized. And over here we got the Bulldozer Sherman running straight for the Pioneers. Threatening to annihilate them in a matter of seconds. And there you go, full wipe. Bit of a loss for Fortune. 66 versus 74. And there goes Stu being flanked here with the M10. Needs to get to safety. Got a smoke screen down though. Good work here. Panzer 4, good to go as well. In this case, it breaks off the pursuit there. Not deciding to, push his luck. Hitting the victory points there. There's not interesting enough for the central one, which is probably where he's got the best option at the moment. Rather surrounded, but there you go. Still managed to render it neutral. Smoke screen down here to deal with units. Still nothing happening around the centre. I mean, he could actually right now launch an assault to clearing out a lot of vital support units, leaving the armour rather on its own there. So, I mean, he were to push in, they'd probably be able to pull it off, but he's not. And there you go, right closing right out here by the Panzer 4. 26 kills. Stu could maybe finish off. We got artillery called down in the victory point. And would the Stu sort of deliver the killing blow here? Yes. Or at least attempt to. And, he gets away. He gets away. Shame. Got the Panzer 4 moving in, 26 kills there. Moving into the victory point, artillery raining down there. Assault is close to being annihilated already. Got the M10s moving in, Bulldozer Sherman. Got Rifle moving up here, hitting the centre victory point. Need to remember the last M10 though, Jewcat. The last M10, oh dear, he's not committing everything. There's one M10 tank which I'm missing. Bulldozer Sherman left a smouldering wreck. Oh dear, if he committed another 10 tanks, so they might have had a chance. So it just wasn't enough here. Right there, close being wiped out here. M10 knocked out. Fine. He had 2 more to. Jewcat. That was a complete disaster then. I mean, he just committed a fraction of his forces, allowing Fortune to just bring more or less his whole force to bring to bear them. on them. Just huge losses there for Jewcat. Huge. And such a waste. Again, 2 tank destroyers doing nothing. That was a poorly executed assault there. Rather at the end, where again, if he just committed everything, he might have been able to pull through, but instead, it just allowed Fortune to have an advantage. Not good. But there you go, virtually free on the Stroop G. Virtually free, high rate of fire, high mobility. Another M10 there for Jewcat. MD42 coming in the centre there. Down to 42 versus 66 here. Stormtrooper close being run down by the M10. Got a bazooka left behind there. Panzer's for tramp up a grenade. There you go, they do it. Stunning the troops inside there. Interesting enough, he's not using a smoke in there to clear out their machine gun there. Just regular barraging. Got the M10 rolling in there. Might try and aim to crash. We got more stormtroopers out here going for the Western Victory Point. 34 left. Grenade there. Finishes off the M10 on machine gun crew. M10 though gets finished off here by Pack 40s and Stoops. Completely wrecked. Stormtroopers here by the Eastern Victory Point. Close being Chrono here by the M10. 33 points left for Fortune versus 64. Mortar crew being pushed back here by Panzer Grenadiers with 39 kills. Another Panzer IV for Fortune, having lost his Stug. He's probably feeling like he can handle any M10s now with a single Vetchi 3 Stug and a Vetchi 3 Panzer IV, so that's why they're going to focus on dealing with the infantry.
Our supply line just got cut off.
Got 58 versus 33. G33s for the fresh Stormtrooper squad. He doesn't have the resources. The assault rifles doesn't want to wait, so he's just going to upgrade him with the G33s just to have a bit of extra firepower on them to defend the point. Certainly makes sense. The assault will get a concussive grenade there down the path of advance. Stops at least, both of them actually, and allows the Panzer to retreat. Here in the west, we are charging into the. Oh, cancelled the assault G33s in this case. They cancelled it. Panzer IV moving ahead. Stu good to go, rather than throwing off grenades. And getting murdered here by the Panzer IV. Smoke screen down on it though, preventing it from firing. And in the west, the Stormtroopers hold off the rear echelons. A stalwart defense. Go on M10 moving about. Oh, they're getting support from the other one, that's good. They might want to wait for the support before rolling ahead here. There you go, Panzer IV taking hits there from both M10s now. M10 down to less than half health, so is the Panzer IV. Rather than hold here by the Panzer IV in the centre, and the Pioneers a bit as well. Oh, he might get the... almost got it, but there you go. Veteran free on the other M10, creating an ace there. And there you go, first M10 covers the Veteran 3-1 there, saves it, and knocks out the Panzer IV. But there you go, we got the ace armor cruise there from Fortune going in. Ace there rolling ahead, there you go, gets the M10. Other one also in a lot of trouble here. Stu trying to keep pace, but just can't keep up with the Veteran Fleet Blitz Panzer IV. There you go, almost got it, almost got it. Turret rotation, can't keep pace either, and there we go, he gets it. Knocking up all of Jewcat's tank destroyers. 37 kills, 6 vehicle kills, 31 infantry kills, and 2 friendly fire incidents. Stu rolling back. Panzer IV keeping a watch here. 25 points left here for Jewcat. There's another assault goes in there, but that's just remnants now. Whatever left he can scrape up and throw at Fortune. The real assault's not being too pretty here. Big assault here. Stormtroopers of the Panzer IV dealing with that. In the west, Stormtrooper or Panzer IV supported by the Stug. In the western flank cover, we got Pioneers got to deal with the anti-tank gun. Rather than the Panzer Grenadiers almost being wiped out mutually. Lost the Panzer Grenadiers. There you go, 17 points left. Two being pushed back up the centre. Panzer IV there, 40 kills. Another M10 for Jewcat. Pioneers are dealing with the anti-tank gun. And the Stug gets the remaining rifleman. 14 points left for Jewcat. Could easily rush. There we go. Jewcat surrenders. A victory for Germany, a victory for the fatherland. A brutal battle here of armoured attrition, which ultimately though came out in favour of Fortune, since overall his armoured tactics were better. Jewcat's assault increased game became a bit erratic, didn't quite fully pull off there, and in many cases tried to attack head on rather than trying to flank with the M10s, which is rather where the M10s rather do a lot better. And with that, I mean, Jewcat ultimately ended up selling himself short with a rather short strategy. US Fortune was able to basically just slowly grind it down, then sort of set himself up for a better victory condition. Interesting use there by the Panzers with G43s. It certainly did alright. Of course, the question is, are they overall better than ones unupgraded? Harder to say. Maybe Fortune will have some thoughts for that in the comments. But I think that was a pretty interesting fight here, pretty brutal fight. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, why not subscribe, tell a friend, share it with everyone. And if you like what I do on a daily basis, do consider donating. We have links for that in the video description. Patreon or PayPal, either is accepted. Even $1 works, but do consider it as it does help pay for rent and food. So this is Imperial Dane signing off, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Cheers.